Welcome to Thriver TV, a very hot day here in Melbourne. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit glowy or sweaty. Anyway, I am Meltoniaevans. I'm a global narcissistic abuse recovery expert. I'm author of the best-selling You Can Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse book, the creator of the Thriver Method to Heal, Quantum Freedom Healing, and the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Program. And joyfully and humbly, I've now helped people from over 150 countries thrive after narcissistic abuse, regardless of their gender, age, how much they've lost, or how much their heart has been broken. And what's so exciting about this community is people have regularly rebuilt love, success, and happiness in ways that contemporary therapy simply can't provide. Okay, so if you are new to my information, if you've had enough of the pain of narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, press the notification button so that you're notified each time I do a new video. Today, I want to talk to you about narcissism and superiority. And I'm going to tie this in with you and what you can do to empower yourself if you're suffering inferiority. And we're going to look at what the difference is between superiority, inferiority, what a healthy person is, and what is needed for a healthy relationship in regard to self-identity and how to know the difference. All right, so let's start off with discussing the narcissist's superiority. A narcissist doesn't see you as an equal at all. A narcissist doesn't even see you as a flesh, blood, and bone human being or as an autonomous being. You're an extension of the narcissist. You're a prop, a tool to be used for their betterment. Therefore, automatically, the narcissist believes that they are superior to you. And as unthinkable as all of this is, it's actually not personal. It's just what it is. The narcissist will never see you or treat you as an equal and doesn't want a harmonious cooperative relationship with you where your needs, your feelings, and yourself are honored or even taken into account. Because this would make the narcissist like everybody else. It would put them on the same level in the playing field, which means they would be unable to control you and they wouldn't be able to keep the upper hand. So now that you can understand this part, I want to talk about how we get caught up in this as being susceptible to a narcissist and handing power away. And firstly, we're going to start by looking at the parts of ourselves that may be operating in inferiority. It's when somebody says to you, do you understand? Inferiority is when we're standing under people, whereas when we're in inner stand, we're standing up to people. Many lovely people have inferiority complexes, meaning they've been taught authority needs to be obeyed, that we need to go along to get along, that other people know more about life than what we do. They command more respect than what we do. And if we want to be loved and taken care of, that we better agree with other people's version of things, including their decisions about what we should think, say, and do, and the crucial decisions in our own life. So let's go back to what I said about the narcissist's superiority. They don't see you as a person in your own right. And that's why your person is not even considered and taken into account. The narcissist's treatment of you is all about them getting the benefit, not you, which literally means that the relationship is one of exploitation at your expense. Now, you can't change a narcissist. That's their inbuilt character. But you can deeply examine and develop yourself. So therefore, the real question here is, do you see yourself as a real flesh, blood and bone autonomous being? Or do you hand your power away? by agreeing with others, even when your soul is screaming at you that you're being abused? Are you staying because you're fearing not having love, approval, security, and survival at the hands of this person who is hurting you? These are all very real questions that I had to ask and confront within myself. And back then in narcissistic abuse, the truth was I wasn't being an autonomous person. My actions were those of inferiority. And it looked like I was fighting back because I was unhappy and I was arguing and I thought I was standing up for myself, yet matters didn't improve at all. I was getting more abused and I kept losing pieces of myself. Why was this happening? For these reasons. Deep, ingrained beliefs that going against other people's demands would be dangerous, damaging, and devastating. So best to agree. As well as the terror of not being loved and looked after if I didn't agree. And the fears of losing everything, including the dream life I thought I could have with this person if I didn't agree. Or if I didn't stay and try to fix the matters that I didn't agree with. By being stuck in these inferiority beliefs, I couldn't stand in my autonomous deservedness, health, boundaries, and truths to create equal relationships with people who respected me and had the resources to be partners in life. This was because inside of myself, I was still carrying the traumas of fear of authority and the fear and guilt of being true to myself. Subconsciously, I was attracted to authority figures who were controlling, like a critical parent to take over my life because I was too fearful of steering my own life. In the years that I've helped people recover from narcissistic abuse, I've seen countless people be unconsciously stuck in the submissive, inferior roles, trying to survive narcissistic abuse, trying to acquiesce their way to getting better treatment and feeling safer, yet getting emptied all the way out to your demise. You can't agree and acquiesce your way out of exploitation and tyranny, because if you give an inch to keep the peace, the narcissist will take a mile. They are never filled, never satisfied, they never feel whole. They keep mining, exploiting, and taking until there is nothing more to get. It doesn't stop until you take back your autonomy. Now let's look at the possibility that you may have even entered a superiority stance. Our superiority, which is really inferiority, putting on a defense, is often what happens after we've been abused. Because you could take the stance, never again, I'm not going to trust so readily, I'll never put up with this again, I can pick it easily now. And of course, this is completely understandable that you want to feel strong and empowered in this way. And this is really healthy if coupled with inner work and belief system reprogramming. However, without the inner work, it could be unhealthy defenses. Many people wanting to get into relationships again, especially if they haven't yet done the deep inner childhood quantum recovery work, can find it difficult to let somebody into their heart or be able to trust and generate a healthy relationship that works. And of course, that's understandable. Here is the truth about superiority. When it's a defense mechanism, it's an attempt to protect ourselves from feelings of inferiority. A narcissist's true inner core is actually shattered and deeply defective and insecure. Hence why there is such a pathological superiority, which is the mask, which they are trying to have as a buffer overriding their deep inner insecurities. If we haven't done the inner self-recovery work, we may tell ourselves, I'm over what happened to me, arm ourselves logically, and now have a ton of defenses blocking the ability to have true, meaningful, intimate, healthy relationships. It's very interesting how the supposed defenses that you may have in regard to not getting narcissistically abused again can fail. And we see that all the time. Mainly because when a narcissist comes into your life, they don't wear a t-shirt saying, beware of me, I'm a narcissist. Rather, they appear with a consummate performance pretending that they're everything you want them to be. And you may hold yourself back, yet you still go along. And then when issues start to arise, the cracks start to appear, rather than trust your gut and address directly, honestly, and openly what you need to, what your values are, what your boundaries are, rather than do that, which is the most powerful defense against narcissists, being authentic, and it blows the lid off their cover really easily when you're anchored in that place. Rather than that, if you haven't done the inner work, you're more likely to be in your defenses. You don't speak up, you go quiet, you pull away. And without knowing it, you're playing games. Rather than just being real, mature, direct, and face reality and put your boundaries down and want answers. Or you may react badly. You know, you overreact. Or you come off in a way that isn't solid and calm and empowered. And you don't realize narcissists love drama. They love it. It's where they thrive. They love games. They love angst. Because in the drama and your emotional derailment, they can manipulate, they can confuse, they can disappear, they can reappear, they can control you emotionally. So what is the way out of all of this? It's about not being in inferiority or superiority defenses. It's about being in your healthy autonomy. That's what it's about. If you see yourself in either of these examples or even both, I hope you are wondering how to be the person who can generate a healthy relationship. First of all, please know that a healthy relationship is dependent on you. Only you have control of that. There are people in life out there who will never have the resources for you to have a healthy relationship with them. But you need to, first of all, be the person who can choose healthy people, which means you know your values, you know your truth, you can generate it. And then you can honestly ascertain other people who can or can't join you in healthy relationship, and you can make the choice to stay or leave. Because as a mature adult who's evolving and growing toward healthy relationship, you know healthy relations are not up to the other person. It's about your choices, what you will and won't accept, who you are being. Your life is up to you, not them. And this always comes through, this power to do that comes through healing your old patterns and fears deeply inside you with the inner work that can address those things, so that you can know what healthy values are. You can show up being honest, direct, fearlessly honest, in a healthy, direct way. You can lay boundaries and be completely and utterly prepared to leave people and not have them in your life if they're narcissistic. And that way you're free to create real relationships with people who do have the resources. And you can grow with these people. They're not going to be perfect, but they have good characters and they want to grow and evolve and be in a teamwork situation with you. Narcissists never want that. They are just superior, exploiting you. Can't work. I promise you, have faith. There are more good than bad people on this planet. I really do believe that. However, until you take on the healing necessary, it's really easy to continue to be taken in by bad people and exploited by them until you become the person you need to be to seek and connect with real partners based in courage, honesty, and authenticity. And that will get you out of power struggles and toxic games. And I'm going to be talking about this more in my next Thriver TV, so look out for that. And until then, if this spoke to you, and if you want to know more about the direct and powerful inner work to clean up the traumas of abuse and be able to get into your true authentic values and power, then I can't recommend looking at NARP enough, the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Program. And also, if you know that your connection to authority and the unhealed child programs within you have caused you to dim down and be inferior and hand your power away, even if you have worked with NARP and you know you need more to heal this, then I can't recommend enough my mini healing program, the Transforming Family of Origins Wounds program, because it does have a laser-like focus in shifting out and reprogramming those traumas so that you can be a healthy adult in your body, generating successful, authentic relationships. Makes a huge difference. My greatest mission is to deliver you home to your power with informations and programs to give you authenticity, sovereignty, self-love, power and respect, because they are the true foundations of a Thriver life. I hope this has made sense to you about the difference between inferiority, superiority, what's really going on. And I look forward to your comments and your questions. And until the next one, keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there is nothing else to do. And please make sure you share this video with somebody who you believe it could help. Bye-bye.